Here we go. Muscles, Magic the Gathering live. Bobby Maximus live every Wednesday night. I say every Wednesday night. I try to go live every Wednesday night. Sometimes it doesn't happen. I do have things to do. Sometimes I am a dad. I've got jobs. I've got other things to do. But I really do try to come on live as much as I can and connect with everybody. Like-minded community of great people. So welcome to Muscles and Magic the Gathering. I'm Bobby Maximus. I am the Muscles. These cards, you can see a bunch of them here. A bunch of banned cards. We're going to talk about that tonight. These Magic the Gathering, something I have been playing and collecting for 31 years. And one of the things that I wanted to do with my show when I started, one of the things that I promised was that I was going to keep it just generally positive, all right? I feel like, and this is going to lend itself really well to this topic, I feel like there is a lot of unnecessary negativity in the world of Magic the Gathering. There's a lot of content creators, you know who they are, who constantly rip on Magic the Gathering. They constantly just have negative things to say. There's a negative thing about the sets, a negative thing about the cards, a negative thing about the release schedule. There's a negative about the ban list. There's too many banned cards. There's not enough banned cards. The cards are too expensive. The cards are too cheap. There's no chase cards in the set. There's too many good cards and there's too much power creep. Like, it's become a content world of just negativity towards a game that I love very, very much. In fact, and by the way, speaking of the opposite of negativity, Dr. Clown, how are you? Welcome to the show again. Love when you join in. Love your contributions to the show. You're the type of person in the community I really, really enjoy. So thank you very much for that. But in the content community, it has almost been just driven by hate, negativity, upset points of view, contrarianism, and honestly, I'm kind of over it and I'm kind of tired of it. Magic the Gathering overall is a game I love very, very much, and I'm very honest about it. I'm not paid by Wizards. I'm not trying to be like a home team guy. I'm just giving you my honest thoughts, and I wish there was more positivity because there's too much negativity. So let's dive into that, okay? And a little bit about the negativity I see and where it comes from. So the first thing I want to bring up, and by the way, say hi in the comments. I would love to get to know you better. And we are going to do some high-level deck tech. Also, if you need any help with your decks, ask questions. I am more than happy to help people. But I'm going to go to Card Kingdom, and I want to start the show by just examining a couple of sets that people seem to rip on and people, seem to hate. So the first one I want to address is Aether Drift, all right? A lot of people rip on Aether Drift. They say it's not good. They don't like the art. They don't like the set. They don't like the cards. They don't like the price point. They don't like anything. First of all, with Aether Drift, I actually like the set. It brought us back to Amonkhet. The Kaladesh Amonkhet sets were really, really important to me in my life. When my son was 5 years old, that's what got him into Magic. I really actually like vehicles. I think they're kind of fun. I think they're a unique addition to the play structure of Magic the Gathering. Love Smuggler's Copter. Love the Sky Sovereign. Love the Reckless Bankbuster. That's a great vehicle as well. So I really do like the whole Aether Drift thing. Dr. Clown, you say you really like Aether Drift. It's really good to hear. And I'm actually going to tell you why you should have more respect for Aether Drift in a minute. Joshua Smith, always here, good to get here at the start, get my 13-year-old into the game. Went to a pre-release and he had some great guys he played against. He went 2-1. I love hearing that. Love that your son's into it. My kids are all into it too. But with Aether Drift, I love the vehicles mechanic. I actually built a really cool pirate vehicle deck with all my favorite vehicles. I'll actually bring it up right now. I put all my favorite vehicles in Magic the Gathering in it. So let's go. It's called the Welcome to Libertalia. It's a pirate vehicle deck. So the vehicles that I put in there, we have the Unlicensed Terse, the Fell Flagship, Imposter Mech, We have the Jackdaw, the Nautiloid ship, the Reckoner Bankbuster, the RMS Titanic, the Sky Sovereign console flagship, Smuggler's Copter, of course, the Indomitable. Like I like vehicles. So anyway, here we are. But besides that, one of the things that I really do when I judge sets is how many cards did I get out of the set to play with? So I've actually pulled up a list of Etherdrift cards. And for people in the comments, feel free to chime in with your opinion because it matters. But I just want to go over some of the cards from Etherdrift. First of all, we have Stock Up. One of the best uncommons you will ever get. All right? Stock Up, look at the top 5 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. That is, I gotta tell you, a tremendous card. And I bet you I have one here in my Etherdrift set. Let me pull it up. Yep. I even have a foil one, which is amazing. But look at Stock Up. What a great card. And honestly, just for some card advantage, just for, and wow, I almost have a whole set of Etherdrift here. I almost don't even want to take this out. All right, but just for card advantage and card sorting, what a tremendous card. We'll put that out there right now. So a great card from Etherdrift. Stock Up. You don't have it in your decks, put it in your decks. I'm actually taking that out because I'm going to use that in a deck. Next, we have the Monument to Endurance. Whenever you discard a card, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Draw a card, create a treasure token. Each opponent loses a life. You have any type of card when you're discarding. Think of like a Muldrotha deck where you want to load your graveyard up. This card is monstrous. So honestly, right there, 2 stellar cards. The Ether Spark. As long as the Ether Spark is attached to a creature, the Ether Spark can't be attacked and has, whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage during your turn, put that many loyalty counters on it. +1, attach Ether Spark to a target creature you control, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. -5, draw 2 cards. -10, add 10 mana of any color. Great card, low casting cost, useful in a lot of decks. Then we have the Verge lands, and I honestly judge sets based on their cycle of rare lands. It's one of the reasons I love Murders at Karlov Manor, and I'll get to that in a minute. But there are, I gotta tell you, some incredible lands. These Verge lands that you get in Etherdrift, they are really good for deck building, okay? We have the Riverpire Verge, we have the Bleachbone Verge, we have the Sunbillow Verge. Awesome cards. Ketramos, the New Dawn. Monster card, an insane commander. Dr. Cloud, love to hear it. That would go really well in this deck. Thank you very much, Ulf. I really appreciate the positivity. But Ketramos is a great card. Chandra Spark Hunter in a vehicle deck is a great card. Wastewood Verge, Willow Rush Verge, great cards. Full Throttle, another great card. After this main phase, there are 2 additional attack phases. I use that card. I use Unstoppable Plan, all right? A way to untap my stuff. The Gearhulks are really strong. Bloodghast, yes, it's a reprint, but it's a great card. The Ovoya card, the one that allows you to cheat cards out from your hand, kind of like an Elvish Piper, another great card. Muragonda Raceway is a super useful card. So all I'm saying is, you can hate on Etherdrift all you want. And I really liked it. And a lot of people were saying how bad it is, and Etherdrift's terrible, and Etherdrift's an awful set. And I was kind of like, let people have their opinions. And then, if you've seen some of my deck tech videos, and I got at least 50 of them up, I'm going through my deck techs, and I'm noticing I use a lot of cards from Etherdrift. Like, genuinely. And I'm like, why did people hate this set so much? Now, the second one I want to talk about, and I'm going to pull it up here, is Murders at Karlov Manor. Another set that people ripped on. All right? By the way, I haven't even mentioned from Ether Drift Renewed Solidarity. What an insane card, right? Budget Anointed Procession. If you have a human deck, you have an angel deck, you have any kind of kinfolk or tribal deck, period, you're putting in Renewed Solidarity. Another winner from Ether Drift. So just hear me out. I think the cards are pretty good. Now I go look at Murders at Karlov Manor. Delney, Streetwise Lookout. Monster of a card in a lot of decks. Speaking of a rare land cycle, the Surveil lands. The Surveil lands are some of the best lands ever printed. Undercity Sewers, Thundering Falls, Underground Mortuary, Meticulous Archive, Raucous Theater, Shadowy Backstreet, Hedge Maze. Great cards. What about War Leader's Call? War Leader's Call is absolutely bonkers. Creatures you control get +1/+1, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, War Leader's Call deals 1 damage to each opponent. Great card. Archdruid's Charm, another great card that acts as a tutor. Search your library for a creature or land card and reveal it. Put it onto the battlefield tapped, and if it's a land card, otherwise put it into your hand. Great card. All right? Prof's Eidetic Memory. That's another card I play with all the time. Like, why do people dislike, honestly, answer me in the comments, why do people dislike Murders at Karlov Manor? It's a great card. And by the way, in Murders at Karlov Manor, there's more serialized cards than almost any other set. That and the Brothers' War. Like, they are an absolute steal for collector's packs right now. You want serialized cards? Get yourself Murders at Karlov Manor. Ross says, loved Ether Drift. I have a loot deck that is, I think it's great. All Ether Drift only built from cards I pulled from collector and set packs. I love it. Loot's another great card I didn't even mention. Dr. Clown Joshua, you're right. So there's a lot of good cards in Murders at Karlov Manor. And I can probably stop there. But like, there's really, I play with a lot of these cases. The case of the Locked Hothouse. I can't even believe I forgot to mention the Vein Ripper. Another great card. Assassin's Trophy, another great card. Radko's Patron of Chaos, another great card. Andrag, the Quake Mole, another great card. Massacre Girl, Known Killer, another great card. Like, these are all cards I use in decks. So listen, I get that you might not like characters wearing hats like Joshua says. I get that you might not like the art. I actually really like the art of Murders at Karlov Manor. It reminded me a lot of one of my favorite shows, Arcane. All right? Like, that's valid. But like, to say the set was terrible, there's a lot of playable cards. And if you look at your decks, I promise you, because I do this deck tech stuff live all the time, there's a lot of cards. I promise you, in every deck, I have 57 Commander decks. There's probably an Ether Drift or a Murders Karlov Manor card in every single deck. No joke. That says something about a set. I can't say that for every set. So I'm just saying, I think it's a lot better than people give it credit for. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. And by the way, we should do a little bit of deck tech here. I think it would be fun too. I've got a couple of decks that I want to alter, and I want to put some Mana Crypts and Jeweled Lotuses into my deck, frankly. Okay? They're really, really good cards. I'm getting a bunch of them, and I want to top up my decks, all right? So we'll do that as well. Maybe if you guys want to see some of my decks, we'll show them off. But anyway, that's enough about sets. So the next thing I want to talk about is the release schedule of Magic the Gathering. People are just crying, let us enjoy the sets, Wizards. Great, cool. There was a day we were crying for more sets. So first of all, you were crying your little eyes out that there weren't enough sets, weren't enough cards. You want Dragon support, you want Merfolk support, you want Fairy support, you want Goblin support, you want Elf support, and now we're crying that there are too many sets. Really? Having too much content, too many sets, too many cards is a problem? Like, in what universe? You know what I hate when I watch TV? When I sit down and there's nothing to watch. You know what I hate when I deck build? When I sit down to build a deck, like I really want to build a crab deck, I really want to build a cat deck, and I don't have enough of these things. Like, give me more. And by the way, I don't have to buy the new set if I don't want it. All right? Now, maybe in standard, that's a different thing. All right? Maybe in standard, you're upset because the new sets keep coming up, but all you got to do is go buy a couple of singles and play. You don't have to buy every box. I would rather have more sets and the choice of whether what's the word or not, whether I buy it or not. I'd rather have more and have that choice than have less and just be disappointed that I can't play all the cards I want to play. So I'm just saying, I would rather have more than less. And you're right, Dr. Clown. Most of the people who complain, not a lot of people play standard, like by percentage. Most people play commander. So really, like, you're upset with new cards? So that's the number 2 thing. Stop crying about the release schedule. Oh no, it ruins my life that they showed Avatar spoilers. No, go buy your Spider-Man cards and be quiet. No one wants to hear your negativity. Then there's power creep. And I will show the Sliver deck US first, and I do have to update that one, so let's do it, okay? Let's talk about the next thing. What was I gonna say? Oh, power creep. Forever, you complained that the cards weren't good enough, and now the cards are too good? Think about this. Think about it, Magic the Gathering, this Lorwyn set that's coming out. I just saw the Bitter Blossom Fairy thing. Awesome, right? Awesome card. Gets me excited. Can you imagine the first spoilers they released for Lorwyn were just like not good cards? People would scream, this set's no good, I don't want it, this set's terrible, the designers don't know what they're doing, Gavin's lost it, like all the things. But then in the same breath, you will turn and you will cry and you will complain about power creep. You gotta pick a side here. Like, pick one. The cards are too powerful, or you don't want powerful cards anymore. Like, you can't have both. So that's another one, right? I am, guys, just looking for my Sliver deck, so hold tight. Here it is. Got it. First box. So here's the next one, everybody. Band cards. You want my guy, the Jeweled Lotus band. But then you ban it, and now you are literally crying your eyes out because you can't play your big commander. Your Gisselt is unplayable now. Morphon is unplayable. You can't keep up to Vivi. So now I saw all the same people that wanted this band, they're crying to bring it back. It's why I bought a bunch of them. Because I think Wizards is going to unban Jeweled Lotus. Okay? It's why I've said for years the banned list is BS. That committee, all they did was pander to the whiny crybabies in the community. And it makes me sad because those people, you will never please them. They will always be negative. Always. So why are we pandering to them? Just make all cards unbanned. These are the same people who think Aristic Study is totally okay, but a Mana Crypt is oppressive. They're totally cool with the Soul Ring, but they're not cool with the Jeweled Lotus. The Soul Ring is better, by the way. They're totally okay with the Smothering Tide, but Ristic Study should be banned because I don't like that card and I don't like blue players. Like, it's always something, you can't please anybody, so I would get rid of the ban list, honestly. Genuinely, okay? So on that note, speaking of the ban list, let's put some banned cards in my deck. All right? But yeah, I don't agree with the ban list either. Just unban all cards and let people play. Then you have people that talk about deck strength. Here is the rant I'm going to go on as we look at my deck. So we have a Dregscape Sliver, Ulf. We have a Crypt Sliver, great card, okay? Love this because you can regenerate all your target slivers. Synapse Sliver. Whenever a sliver deals combat damage to a player, its controller may draw a card. Great card. Little high of a casting cost, but still a great card. Muscle Sliver, Little Sliver Anthem. Sinew Sliver, another Sliver Anthem. Predatory Sliver, like they're all basically the same card. Sliver Anthems. Gale Rider, this is one of the favorites. I love cards with low casting costs. But now we're going to talk about decks. And this Slivers deck, let me pull it up for you right now. This is one of my decks with actually no banned cards, and it's a bracket 3. This does not play like a bracket 3. This is a heavy hitting deck. I'll tell you that right now. You show up with a Sliver deck like this, you are a target, okay? But here's the deal, and here's the problem with the bracket system. I've advocated that we should only play competitive Magic. Why? Because people play this like non-competitive version of Magic, and I want you to hear me out here. It's this. You're right, Alv. I agree 100%. They should make a bracket with unbanned cards. Actually, what they should do is unban a lot of the cards and just put them to the game changers. I hope that's what they're doing. Taking it slow, but that would do it, right? I'm tired of pandering to the people that cry about every card. And the people who say, oh, that's oppressive, it's like, but I'm allowed to play with the Thassa's Oracle and a Demonic Concentration. That's not oppressive. Vivian Agatha Soul Cauldron's not oppressive. Like, get out of here. Anyway, one of the problems with non-competitive Magic is people are like, they have a never-ending list of cards they don't want to play against. Then, it's okay if you win. I don't have to win, but I need to do my deck to do my thing, and I need it to be a good story, and I need the game to go a certain way, and if it doesn't go a certain way, I don't like it. And you're trying to balance 4 people at a table trying to play like that. It doesn't work. And by the way, if your deck, everyone wants their deck simultaneously to do its thing. If your deck does its thing, you win, and you can't have 4 winners. So people cry about that. It's like, can't 4 people just sit down and play and play competitively, but no matter who wins and loses, like laugh together, tell life stories, have a little bit of fun? Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. Back to it, Ulf. We have a Lazotep Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have afflict 2. And I'm going to try to pile all my creatures up because I do have to do some deck tech here. Root Sliver, Necrotic Sliver, Hunter Sliver, the Thorncaster Sliver, the Quick Sliver, the Bone Scythe Sliver, the Sliver Hive Lord. Now, this could potentially be one of the commanders, but Indestructible doesn't do enough for me that I want it to be the commander, so that's out. Sliver Legion could potentially be a commander too, but that doesn't do enough. Sliver Overlord, that could certainly be a commander. Maybe it should be the commander. It's not the one I chose, but there's an argument that that should be the commander for my Sliver deck, and sometimes I'll use it. I call it the secret commander. Got the Crystalline Sliver, the Harmonic Sliver. This is the Sliver I chose. The first Sliver. And I agree all of 100%. I like losing. And it's funny, my favorite thing to actually do in Magic the Gathering is come home and reconstruct my decks. Losing helps me do that. Right? Like the losing Friday night at the LGS or whatever, it provides me with so much entertainment and so much fun during the week, it's not even funny. The first Sliver is my Sliver Commander. Just because it's the first Sliver, like how could it not be the commander? A bit of storytelling there. Sliver Gravemother, Cloud Shredder Sliver, Manaweth Sliver, Gemhide Sliver, Sliver Queen could be a commander. So those are a lot of my creatures. How many Slivers do I have in this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 Slivers. I mean, that is a tribal deck if you've ever seen one. We got some good artifacts here. Sol Ring. We have an Eldrazi Monument, but I could probably get rid of that actually. I really like it, but I don't want to sacrifice my Slivers. I don't make a lot of tokens in this deck, so I think I'm actually going to get rid of that. Swiftfoot Boots. Commander Sphere, really important in a 5-color deck. Door of Destinies, Coat of Arms. We have another creature, Eska, God of the Tree. Great card, all right? Little mana fixing there. Orzhov Signet. Boros Signet. I like the Signets. We have a Talisman of Indulgence. We have a Dimir Signet, and we have an Azorius Signet. So just a bunch of various mana fixing. I think I like the Talismans better, but Signets also really work because you get to add different colors of mana for one color. So they are really good for mana fixing. I go back and forth. I'm actually curious, guys, what do you think? Do you like Signets or Talismans better? I think I like Talismans better, but I'm not sure. I might readjust this mana base a little bit. Phyrexian Altar, great card to get mana of any color, but again, I don't have a lot of sacrifice fodder in here. I might actually take that card out. Chromatic Lantern, useful in this deck. Felwar Stone, useful in a 5-color deck. Okay. Timeless Lotus, great to cast my Legendary Slivers. Vanquisher's Banner, another great card for card draw and creature anthem. Cover of Darkness, love this card. Slivers have fear. Kindred Discovery, great card. Phyrexian Arena, great for card advantage. Swords to Plowshares, removal spell that is necessary. So Dr. Clown, do you like Signets or Talismans better? Actually, everyone vote on this. Talismans, Signets. Help me make a decision. Cyclonic Rift, super useful card. Counterspell, super useful card. Another Sliver, the Sidewinder Sliver, great card. Talisman of Curiosity, love my Talismans. Sliver Hive, needed. Hive Stone, needed. Deadly Dispute, Lightning Bolt, Heroic Intervention, Crop Rotation. Great card to get a land. Demonic Tutor, Path to Exile, Vandal Blast, Dovin's Veto, love Dovin's Veto as a removal. Eba is saying Signets, okay. I'm generally a Talismans guy. Ulf, you're a Talisman guy, but I'm willing to listen. We got some of the Verge lands here, right? Some basics. We have all the Pain lands because they are more important than you would think. Gotta have a great land base. There's another Talisman. Yavimaya Coast, Sulphur Spring, Bark Channel Pathway, Blightstep, Darkboar, Island, Island, Mountain, 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 Plains, Plains, Island, Island, Swamp, Forest, 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 Swamp, 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 Plains, Pathway, Ornithopter, Paradise, great mana ramp card, Bloom Tender, Birds of Paradise. So really good mana ramping in this deck. Oh yeah, it looks like a lot of people are loving the Signets. So tell me, for the people that voted for Signets, smash that like button and tell me why you like Signets better. There's got to be a reason, right? Now, one of the reasons this deck is could be better, right? Starting Town, yes, Dr. Clown, I would love Starting Town. I don't have one though. I never got one. I need one, but I never got one. I actually want to adjust the mana base. I think some of the Verge lands would go well in this deck. I just don't have enough. I got 37 lands, which is not bad. And then I got a bunch of these cards, okay? Bunch of artifacts. The total mana value of the deck is 166. It's nice and low. So yeah, that's kind of the deck. So the non-negotiables are the Slivers. I'm not taking those out. I'm not taking the mana fixing cards out. Maybe a Fabro Elder would be good in this deck. I'm not taking like the specialized lands or cards out. The ones I am unsure of are Eldrazi Monument and Phyrexian Altar. Now I know Phyrexian Altar is a great card, but it would do better in a deck that uses a sack outlet. I got the Talismans. I really like those and the Signets for a bunch of mana fixing. But I wonder if there's something better I can take out for those. I already have a Chromatic Lantern. I have a Timeless Lotus. I have a Commander's Sphere, which is great in a 5-color deck. All right. 3 Tree City. I would love 3 Tree City. I don't have one, Eba. I mean, I do. They're in other decks. Okay? I actually have, I'll tell you how many I have. Let's look that up. So let's see how many Three Tree Cities I have. Decks. I have 5 of them. I'm using 1 in my humans deck, 1 in my zombie deck, 1 in my goblin deck, 1 in my vampire deck, 1 in my fairy deck. And I'm out. I do need that new silver one from Edge of Eternity. Normally you'll have an extra mana with a low average CMC deck. I like it, Joshua. Signets because it doesn't cost life to mana fix. True. Maybe change a Signet for a Thran Dynamo. A Thran Dynamo is good, but it only gives you colorless mana. So here's one other thing with deck building, everybody. This is why, and this is not a shot at other creators, like genuinely, but this is why I say I'm the most real creator in the game today. Because I only play with real cards. I don't have a problem if people play with proxies. I want to be clear on that. If you want to build a deck of proxies, go ahead. I don't play with proxies. I only play with real cards. And I'll tell you why. It's not because I think I'm better than people. It's not because I have the money to spend on it. It's genuinely that I lived a life where I couldn't afford cards. And it sucked. And it felt really, really good to go to the card store and be able to afford a card and put it in my deck. Like, it makes me really happy. So it does feel really good when I get that Three Tree City in the mail, where I go to the card store and finally get it and add it to my deck. I feel like a little kid at Christmas. And if I could just use proxies and print everything, I would have 100 commander decks tomorrow. That's my goal. I'm at 59. But if I could just print proxies, I'd be at 100 decks tomorrow, and it would take all of that joy away from me. But if you want to come to my house and play with proxies, I have no issue with that. But for me, it's like, it's going to take me a long time to build up these 100 commander decks, and they all got to be good. Like, this sliver deck is worth like $900. It's like a serious deck, and you can see there's a lot of good cards in here. If I could just make the optimal decks, I'd have 100, and it would take all that joy away. Like, it's going to take me probably 3 more years to get 100 commander decks, and I'll probably cry the day I do it. So that's why I don't play with proxies. But just to be clear on that. Now, because I don't play with proxies, and Dr. Clown, I don't have a problem with proxies, but I hope you understand my logic. You know what I mean? But if you want to play with proxies, I totally get it. It's just, this is like an intrinsic thing for me. But then you have creators that put the graphics on the screen, okay? And I don't have a problem with that either, teaching people. But then you have access to unlimited cards, and of course you're going to use a Chrome Mox. Of course you're going to use a Mox Opal. Of course you're going to use a Lotus Petal. Of course you're going to use a Mox Diamond, like whatever. But again, those are all use in other decks. So I had to use my Signets and Talismans. I think that makes the game more fun. Forces you to think outside the box a little bit with your deck building. Forces decks to be unique, because otherwise I would stick a Mox Diamond in every single deck. So, because I use real cards, if you're wondering, like, why wouldn't Bobby Maximus have a Three Tree City in here? That's why. This is real cards. So, with all that said, we got to make a couple of changes here. This will be the deck tech portion of the show. And I have my big deck tech box here. So let's see some cards that could potentially go in here. And I got to tell you, did I not put a command tower in here? Oh my gosh. Guys, for real? I genuinely forgot to put a command tower in this deck. That's bonkers. Bonkers. So we're going to get a command tower. So on that note, we could go a Tower Winder, a way to fish out my command tower, and it's got reach and death touch, which makes it a great blocker. Okay? Let's figure out some cards. We got to put a command tower in here. I cannot believe I missed out on that. So the Tower Winder, that's a potential. We're going to say no to Chucky. No to the Weatherlight. No, 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 no. Harbinger of the Seas, no, no. Portal to Phyrexia, no, 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 no. No. Just looking through cards. I'm going to just see some stuff that catches my eye. What do you mean I lost a point, Ulf? Elegant Parlor, I could put that in, but I'm going to save that for a graveyard type deck. Black Market Connections, that could actually go. That's super useful in a Kinfolk type deck, so that's an opportunity there. Wheel of Fortune, that will not go. No room for that. Serialized, beautiful. Psychic Frog's a great card, but doesn't fit the theme. Fire Covenant, great card. Expressive Iteration, that's a great card right there. That could go in, but I might save that for an Izzet deck. I know, I did lose a point. I just didn't have one when I built this deck. So I didn't put one in. Should have. You know who could go in here? Roaming Throne, but I'm saving that for another deck. So I'll tell you guys what I would like. Tolarian Academy, Yawgmoth's Bargain, Emrakul. I'd like to find a... Ooh, Vampiric might make an appearance in this deck. I do have a Demonic Tutor, though. I might save this for another one. Because I got to spread my cards out to some degree, you know? Look at these cards, man. This is like my extra. I got a lot of good cards. Wow. Like, I have so many good extra cards. It is insane. 3 steps ahead could be an option. Bunch of Nazguls. Wow. I need a coat of arms. I would like a coat of arms in here and a Mana Crypt. That would actually make me really happy if I could do that. Deadly Rollick, Overlord, Yawgmoth. That could go in here. I mean, that should be in any blue deck ever. Cryptic Command. Can't put it in because 3 blue pips. I mean, I can technically put it in, but I don't want to. Guardian Project, great card for card draw. Rather use that in a green deck. We have a bunch of Tinkers, Finn the Fangbear. I have a bunch of the Sonic ones, guys. I'm just getting through these fast. Can't use a Bolas as a Citadel, a 5-color deck. You're never going to get it out. Vein Ripper, nope. Yurga, Eater of All, Monument to Endurance. I talked about that already, but I can't put any of these cards in the Sliver deck. Super State could go, but it's a high casting cost. Coat of Arms. That's what I want in that deck. And now I am just looking for Morphon the Boundless. Could be a good addition to the Sliver deck. Little high of a casting cost for me, though. Narset Parter Avails. So what I'm looking for now is some mana helpers, okay, guys? Dockside. Senseis could make an appearance. Phyrexian Metamorph's a great card, Iba. The Deep Gnome Terramounts, another great card. Whenever one or more lands enter the battlefield under opponent's control without being played, you may search your library for a Plains card. Really good in a white deck. Might build another mono white deck. Command Tower, there's what we want. Found one. Whew! One left. Who knew? And it doesn't look like I have any additional mana ramp cards. like a lotus petal or like anything like that. Okay, so here are some cards we can add, and then I have one more little little package here of cards. I should probably look through my extra artifacts, but oh no, those are for my rabbit deck. See what I got here. Okay. More Fun with Fist of Suns makes Legends free. Great card. Avison's Pilgrim, Oubliette. Commune with Dinosaurs. Bloodline Pretender could fit. I like that Commander Sphere. I might go that one in my deck instead. Thought Vessel. Thought Vessel could work, but I don't have enough cards for card draw in this deck, unfortunately. Got a bunch of cards for a Dino deck I'm building. I think I might use more fun in the Dino deck, to tell you the truth. Relic of Legends is cool. I don't have a lot of Legends in this deck, though. Right? Like, to be honest with you. Like, here's the problem with Fist of Suns and the, Spiteful Sliver. So we have one legendary. See, there's not enough legendaries for the Fist of Suns or Morphon. That's the problem. Right? Like I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. I mean, I guess Morphon might be enough for 7, but I just don't think so, guys. You know? I wish I had some better mana ramp cards, but I do not. So, I do know that I want to add the command tower. So we're going to do that. And let's take out I have 3 forests. I have 4 forests, 4 islands. My mana is actually really, really balanced. I could take out the island. I'm going to take out a ACR. Actually, I like the ACR ones. I think I'm going to take out one of these old school ones, although I don't want to take out the old school one. It reminds me of when I started Magic. So let's take out the Assassin's Creed Island. And we are going to put in I'm looking for any other islands I might have in here. I think we're going to take out the Assassin's Creed one. We're going to put in I mean, I can't believe I didn't have a command tower in here. That's absurd. Just a massive oversight. But I built this deck and I didn't have any on hand. Like, that's the problem. I can't just go print one out from the computer. You know what I mean? And like, if there ever was a land to proxy, like, it's not like command towers are worth anything. It would be bad proxying that at all. I don't use proxies. Dragon Arch could be good in here too. So let's go Master Emerald Shrine. There we go. I can't believe that's only worth 86 cents. Like, that's how common it is. There we go. Okay, deck just got better. Now we're going to take out the Eldrazi Monument, because I just don't think it does enough in this deck. And I think a better card for this would be Coat of Arms. I love the Coat of Arms. And in a sliver deck, I got 25 slivers. I'm probably going to win that battle. Oh, apparently I already had a coat of arms in this deck. I mean, cool if I did. So excited to get a coat of arms here. I do have a coat of arms. Okay, look at that. So this coat of arms is going to come out. All right, so what can I put in instead of the Eldrazi Monument? You know what I did not have in here? A Herald's Horn. Herald's Horn would be good. Let me see where my artifacts are. Do I even have a Herald's Horn? I hope I do. Let's see if I do. All right, Worn Power Stone, Everflowing Chalice, Sword of War and Peace, Gauntlet of Power, Dragon's Sword, Burnished Heart, Golgari's Signet. I wonder if I have a Herald's Horn. I have Doors of Destinies, a lot of those. That could be a good card. I don't know if I have an extra Herald's Horn, everybody. I don't think I do. Interesting. Can anyone make other suggestions for me? Konda's Banner is really good, Eba. I agree with you on that. But I really want to find get a Felwar Stone in here. I really want to find a Herald's Horn, but I might be like just out of them. No joke. I think I might be out of them. You guys, help me out. When I was going over those cards, did you see a Herald's Horn? I can't remember if I had one. Vexing Bauble's a great card too. I know I had a Vanquisher's Banner. I know that. I had a bunch of those. I know I got a bunch of Doors of Destinies. Urza's Incubator, yes. I just don't have one. But I agree with you. Again, the struggle of using real cards is very, very real. Do I have a Herald's Horn? Where are those Final Fantasy buy a box promos when I need them? I already have a Vanquisher's Banner in this. I don't think I have a... No, I have a Door of Destinies too. Ugh. Now, did we get audio back? Yes, we did. Sometimes that happens with my camera when it overheats. I apologize. All right, I think Deadly Rollick or Three Steps Ahead might be the one that makes the cut. And I could get rid of a Phyrexian Ultra too, everybody. Right? So actually, okay. We have one free slot. This is easy. Mana Crypt from the list. So Mana Crypt, we're going to add that. Again, I play with banned cards. Switch printing. It's Eternal Masters from the list. Total mana value of the deck just dropped to 161. Awesome. So we have one more change to make. We are going to get rid of the Phyrexian Altar, because I just don't think it does enough in this deck. I'm not going to add a Jeweled Lotus. I would love a Jeweled Lotus in here, but with a 5-color commander like that, it just doesn't do enough, because it's 3 of the same color of mana. So it's just not going to help me pay for that, if you will. So now the question is for Phyrexian Altar, a Deadly Rollick. I mean, obviously we're going to choose Deadly Rollick, but 3 Steps Ahead works really good too. I'd love a Herald's Horn more than both of those. I know that sounds crazy to you, but would love a Herald's Horn. But we don't have one. I'm going to check one more box, everybody. Because I do have a lot of cards floating around. I just don't know if I have any additional Herald's Horns, because I use them a lot. Like if you have a card, Dragon Arch is good, but again, I don't know if I have enough in here. Lotus Ring's pretty cool. Not enough sack outlets here, though. Please, Herald's Horn. If we get a Herald's Horn, that will be the answer. Again, I just don't think I have one. I got a couple of places I can check. We have a Gilded Lotus. That's not a bad card. Fire Diamond. Thran Dynamo, not a bad card. Mishra's Bauble. Soul Ring. 3 Steps Ahead will be a good counter spell, and to reduce the CMC. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm really big on reducing the casting costs of my deck. If I don't find a Herald's Horn, I'm probably going to go 3 Steps Ahead. One more place I can check. Fingers crossed, everybody. One more binder. Harmless Offering, no thanks. All right, let's see if we have one Herald's Horn anywhere. I bet you I do not. Just a binder of like fun random cards. Tireless Tracker. Garth One-Eye. That is a dope card for a 5-color deck. Check that out. Choose a card name that hasn't been chosen from among Disenchant, Brain Geyser, Terror, Shivan Dragon, Regrowth, and Black Lotus. We need a Herald's Horn, guys. But I like this Garth's card. It's just really fun. Kind of wacky, you know. Aven Interrupter, Rest in Peace, or Graveyard Hate. That never hurt anybody. Oh my gosh. No Herald's Horn? Nope. Well, man, that's not fun. I'm taking Garth One-Eye, put in my special box because I do want to use that card. All right. We do not have a Herald's Horn, everybody. We are out of luck. We have a Deadly Dispute. That's a great card to make a treasure token. Do we have a Herald's Horn? We have a Decimate. We have a Darksteel Plate, Selfless Savior, Thought Vessel, Herd Heirloom. This is wild that we are out of Herald's Horns. Wow. Like, just wow. Okay. I wish I had one, but I don't. Oh, actually, I have one more place I can check. One more place, everybody. We're going to check my Final Fantasy binder. Now, it's not part of the main set. I'm putting together a set of Final Fantasy. Where is it? Nope. Ah, please, Harold's Horn. If I have it, it will be at the end. Oh, I have an extra Cloud Midgar Mercenary. That I could use. What's the town you guys were telling me about? Starting Town. I don't have one. Ooh, I have all these extra cool, like Ragavan, Nimble Pilferer, Nature's Claim. That would be a good card in here. Command Tower would be good. Oh! 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 Yes! From the Final Fantasy set, Bobby Maximus comes through in the clutch with his organizational skills. The Herald's Horn. Victory for Bobby Maximus. There we go. We need it. Yes, Fabled Passage is good. All right. Goodbye, Phyrexian Altar. You are the weakest link. Get off my island. Harold's Horn, you are getting added. There we go. How's my mic now? Can you hear me, Dr. Clown? Dr. Clown, can you hear me? We will see if everyone can hear me. We added the Herald's Horn. We are good. We are back. Camera's a little weird. I apologize. My camera overheated. I have this insanely good camera, but it overheats when you do live. So here we are. And that's just telling me it's time to go. I got an hour. There we go. We are back. But we added the Herald's Horn. So we're in business, okay? Easy enough. That makes me really, really happy. So we got some talking about the state of Magic the Gathering. We got to talk about some cards that I love. And we did some deck tech. So there we go, everybody. I would love to go live longer, but the camera universe is telling me that I need to go. And we did get the Herald's Horn in there, so we are set, okay? And yeah, so thank you for coming to another episode of Muscles and Magic the Gathering Live. All positivity around here, all fun. Sliver deck is complete. Boom. We are happy. So thank you, everybody, for coming by. I'm just checking out this camera. I wish it would pick up again so we could sign off on the big boy camera, but we cannot. Let's see. Nope, it refuses to allow me. Oh. There we go. The big boy camera is back. Who knew? But thank you very much, Dr. Clown. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ove. Thank you, Eba. Thank you, Michael Burrier. If I missed anyone, Joshua, thank you. If I missed anybody, I apologize. But yeah, a lot of positivity around here. Some deck building. We got to work on my sliver deck. Thank you for helping me fumble through that. The mana value of the sliver deck is now 161. It's a better deck. The value of the deck goes down because the Phyrexian Ultra is out, but I can use that for another deck. We are happy. So all positive. Listen, my message to you tonight is enjoy Magic the Gathering and be kind to somebody this week. People need it. A lot of stuff going on in the world. Just give somebody a hug, say hi, compliment somebody randomly. Don't be negative on the internet. Give somebody just a compliment. Like, love your content. You're great. That's all. That's my ask. Subscribe, turn your notifications on, smash that like button, and